Hello there everybody, today I'm just going to talk about a friendly deck with a new Sabo leader from Starter Deck 13. It's taken a good couple of weeks to get my hands all onto this, as the UK is behind on everyone else. So this new leader is 5000 attack, Don X1, activate main, once per turn. You may add one of your characters with a cost of 3 or more and 7000 power or more to the top of your life cards face up. Sorry, I do have a bit of a cold. So up to one of your characters gains 2000 power until the start of your next turn, which is pretty good in a revolutionary deck when you're buffing the Karasus and the rest of them. Karasu's the only one that comes to mind really. So it's not good, it's actually quite a decent leader, and it gains life. So being a red-yellow. So we do have the package for revolutionary, which is starts with 4 of the Bello Betty, with 1000 counter, 1 cost, 2000 attack. And on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 revolutionary card other than Bello Betty, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. It's a standard searcher, so 4 of those. Then we have Little Miss Koala. 2k, 2000 counter, cost of 2, 3000 attack, and on play, if your leader is revolutionary, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 3000 during this turn. It's good to run over with the new Yamato Kid deck. Things like that, lower it down to 5k, try and swing over it as many times as you can. And there is also KO capability in this deck for it. But we also have 4 of the Capone Gang Beige. Everyone knows what this annoying person is. With a 2000 counter, cost of 3 and 3000 attack. It's mostly its trigger, and if anything, it doesn't need banning, I'd say restricting. So its trigger is up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards cannot attack during this turn. I also forget you can stop your opponent's leader from doing it. I do also play 3 of the Limburg. 1000 counter, cost of 4, 5000 attack. When attacking, if this character has 7000 power or more, Sabo leader helps it. You care to one of your opponent's characters with 3000 power or less. And the trigger, you may trash 1 card from your hand. If your leader is multicoloured, play this card. I do like the fact that you can also play in green-red decks such as Possible Law and Luffy. I haven't tested that, I don't really plan to either. Bit too far forward for them. For Zoro, original Zoro from Starter Deck 1, first set 1. Cost 3, 5000 power, no counter and rush. It is good for turn 2. And if you go second, you can swing for 6. Yeah, things like that. 3 Cracker from set 3, with 1000 counter, cost of 4, 5000 attack. At Don X1, if you have less life cards than your opponent, you gain double attack and an extra 1000 attack on top of it. This is good for returning top of your life, you just keep bringing it back and forth, despite the fact of the trigger saying you may trash 1 card from your hand to play this card. It's good, it's always one of the best ones for yellow decks in general. Not always played, but it depends on the circumstances, but it's still really, really good. Then I play 3 of the Kikunojo. I took 1 out. I think as much as you like to see it, it can become clutter because you don't get to use it straight away as much as you want to. So 3 is more than enough. So cost of 4, no counter, 6000 attack. On KO, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. It works better in Crocodile, but I'm still waiting for EBO1 because we're still behind here until about the 20th, which is rather annoying. And its trigger, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, play this card. It's a target for Sabo's ability, bridge top of your life, bring it back out as a trigger, and possible life. For Karasu, everyone likes Karasu if you play revolutionary. So with a cost of 4, 1000 attack and 1000 counter, 5000 attack. On play, if your leader has the revolutionary army, give it to one of your opponent's leader or character, minus 1000 power during this turn. leader character. Again, you've got your options. And then when attacking, if this card has 7,000 power or more, give it to one opponent's leader or character cards minus 1,000 power during this turn. So, on the turn you summon it, next turn, and so on. Good. The only blocker I do play is the Sanji. Obvious reasons. Cost of 4, 5,000, and then counter 1,000. It's a blocker. Trigger, you may trash one card from your hand, play this card. I don't really plan to discard too many cards, or anyone else, but it does work. As for one of the brothers, the Free Rush Luffy, originally from Starter Deck 1. However, this is cost 5, no counter, 6,000 attack, rush, and then if you have 2 Don, when attacking your opponent can't activate blockers. It's one of the most favourite Luffy cards out there, and many people will agree. Excuse me. Then I play 3 of the new Sabo out of the Starter Deck 13. Cost of 5, 7,000 attack, no counter. And on play, if you have 2 or less life cards, this character gains Rush. It's good, and you can use it turn after turn if you use Sabo's ability. Or if you want to leave it on the table, it can become a 9,000 attack until the end of the opponent's turn. So only 3 of those. Some people are going to and ah if they ever notice this or watch this video. I do play 4 of the Revolutionary Sabo, cost 6. Mostly because you got the kid decks out there where you can just play, well, anything to lower his attack, bring this out and pop it. So if it's cost of 6, 7,000 attack, no counter, on play, KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a total power of 4,000 or less. I've noticed many green decks out there, especially for next set coming out, with the new Bonnie, Kid will be everywhere, Don Quixote, Corazon Blocker will be everywhere. You can target 2 of these and get rid of them, especially if they're both face up and not rested. It should help get rid of all that blockade. So, now for the events. Event wise, I just play 3 Fire Fists from the Revolutionary Army. So it's cost of 2, during your turn, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 4,000 power during this turn. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with with 0 power or less. Trigger, activate the card's main effect. So what you've got here, you can low attack during your turn and KO possibly Rebecca's, Sugar's, Brule's, anything, no not Brule, sorry, but anything with no attack, just KO it. And same thing with during your opponent's turn. Same ability, you lower an oncoming attack and you can KO a weak blocker or a weak character that's buffing them or helping them however way possible. It is a good card, people do slate it. I've used it often since Revolution started coming out in set 4, sorry. Sabo is one of my main characters when it comes to anything to the good guys. Zoro second, he dropped in rank. However, I do play 4 of these Flame Dragon Kings. I'll explain in a second once I've gone over it. So the cost of 2, it's a counter. Up to 1 of your leader or character cards gains 4,000 power during this battle. Then look at your life cards and place them back in your life area in any order. One of the best kind of effects I've ever seen in my life for a yellow deck. However, the trigger is you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand. Add up to 1 card from your hand to the top of your life cards. So trigger is life rotation, which is also good. The main effect, however, is it's during your opponent's turn 2, if you've got 2 Don standing and you've got nothing on the field. You set up your triggers. Therefore, if you're playing an army, which I originally was, or trying to use, end up cluttering, or use Straw Hat combination with an army searcher and all that malarkey. But you arrange all your triggers, whether it's KO abilities or we rotate from Cracker to Sanji, Kikunojo, Capone. Just rearrange them how you like. So Capone coming on the bottom. You could have a Sanji coming in second to your life if your opponent's on 3 life cards already. Kikinojo, if you pop out, they won't know what's coming anyways, but you do. But I like this card a lot. It does come in handy. You can use it any time, as long as you have at least 2 or 3 life cards available. Other than that, I hope Sabo eventually will fire fist itself to the top one day. They do get better next set when Dragon comes out. I want the cost 1 Koala, which equips 1 Rested Don. I know it's a promo, so it's not going to be easy, especially in the UK, to get my hands on it. I'm not going to go abroad and order it. Too much money. Other than that, hope you like the video. Leave a like, subscribe. However, I'm trying to keep these going, but until EB1 drops, I can't really do anything else because all the decks I want to put up and have a tinker with, all the EB1 stuff is what buffs them up. Other than that, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you all next time.